everybody, how's it going? This is Max with BuzzTox here, and I'm finally back with another Game of Thrones news video. But before we get into it, there are a couple of things that I would like to address. First of all is that I'm a part of a trivia tournament where Mark from Enchantment of Eternity and I will be facing off a bunch of other big YouTuber groups. Now this tournament is run by a man named Tarzan, and his channel is called Trial by Trivia. You can check the link down below. I also want to say that Tarzan is a great guy and he's doing this whole thing for charity. And this charity is run by a company called Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs Incorporated. And what they aim to do is to help veterans and disabled people across the country by providing them individually trained medical service dogs. So please check the link down below to that charity and donate what you can. I would really appreciate it, and also check out the trivia tournament and see what happens. It's really exciting. I also want to say that this is probably going to be my last Game of Thrones news video, and that is actually because Game of Thrones is going to wrap by the end of this month. And on top of that, I want to explore new types of videos. I want to be more analytical and produce more theory videos rather than just giving you guys all of the spoilers. But I want to put an asterisk beside that because I'm going to be putting out a video later this week that is going to spoil the fuck out of Game of Thrones Season 7, so I want to warn you guys now. The video is going to be looking in depth on the actual leaked plot leaks on Reddit, and I'm going to be comparing that to what has been 100% confirmed and telling you guys what you will 100% see according to the plot leak. But with all that being said, let's get into the news. I want to issue a spoiler warning to all you guys out there who don't want to know what's going on with Game of Thrones Season 7. But what I will tell you is I will not address the plot leaks in this video. I'm going to be talking strictly what has been talked about on Watchers on the Wall. So there really is not that much news out right now, but there is one really big one. Some concept art for Game of Thrones Season 7 has dropped, and it's been leaked, and it is extremely revealing. The picture has Tyrion, Bronn, and Jon, and they seem to be entering the Dragon Pit. And we know from Watchers on the Wall that this Dragon Pit is going to be a huge scene. It's going to combine pretty much every single Game of Thrones character that we know, and they're going to hold a giant meeting in this Dragon Pit to negotiate terms. There are a couple of things that I pulled from this picture. First of all, that this is the last episode of Game of Thrones Season 7. Second of all, we know that Jon, Bronn, and Tyrion will make it till the end of the season, and they will most likely survive the season. Tyrion and Jon don't surprise me, but I always predicted that Bronn would end up getting killed. So to my surprise, Bronn is still alive. Another thing I pull from this picture is it looks like Bronn is coming out to meet them and to escort them into the Dragon Pit. We know that Bronn has been Jaime's right-hand man, and I don't think it should be any different in this season. And with the Lannister guard guarding the door, I think it's safe to assume that Cersei and her followers are actually inside the Dragon Pit to negotiate terms. And we are really seeing the arrival of Jon, Tyrion, Daenerys, and the rest of her peers, and being escorted by Bronn into the Dragon Pit. Another thing I want to quickly address is this makes me extremely excited for Game of Thrones. The Dragon Pit looks so much better than I could have possibly imagined, and I'm really excited to see how it plays out on screen. But I just want to clarify, this isn't exactly what it's going to look like in the television show. They will definitely change stuff. This is a concept for a reason. It will have a familiar feel. However, this picture is not exactly what we will end up seeing. I just want to stress that. But tell me in the comment section below, what do you think of this picture? And tell me what kind of observations that you can pull from it. Secondly, last week they were filming some dragon riding scenes with Emilia Clarke. And this scene being filmed is most likely the scene between the Lannisters and Daenerys' army. This is where the Lannisters take over Highgarden, and they're taking their resources and shipping it back to King's Landing. But Daenerys comes in with the Dothraki and the Unsullied and on her dragons and defeats them. These scenes could also be filmed for another event, but really it's unclear. So after doing all those pickup dragon shots, Emilia Clarke has actually finished shooting. And the only shooting that's left for Game of Thrones Season 7 is the shooting in Belfast, and that really lasts till the end of February. And we've gotten a lot of pictures from Belfast. We've gotten a huge cast, where Jon is going north with the team of men. That include Jon, the Hound, Beric Dondarrion, Thoros of Myr, Tormund, Jorah, and Gendry. And based on Watchers on the Wall, this scene in Belfast is set to be one of the big action sequences in Game of Thrones Season 7. So it will be interesting to see what characters are involved. We know a team that includes Jon, the Hound, Beric Dondarrion, Thoros of Myr, Tormund, Jorah, and Gendry will go north of the wall. And we know that an action set piece is going to take place because they have been seen on set. But that raises the question, or any other characters involved. Set leaks can only give us so much information, and what we can't see is the CGI that is added in later. And I think it is highly possible that the filming of the dragon scenes could very much be a part of this action set piece in Belfast, but it will be added in later. But that was a really short Game of Thrones news video today, and it could possibly well be the last Game of Thrones news video for this year. But with me, you can expect more theory videos that will be coming rather than just news reporting videos. But you can expect a huge spoiler video of Game of Thrones Season 7 where I'm talking about everything that's been confirmed in a couple of days. But until then, I'll see you guys later.